Hey everybody, Steven here, checking out the dev polish board for Subnautica Below Zero and talking kind of about the state of the game here. So now that a lot of people just constantly are asking, like, when's the game going to get released? When is this going to be done? Specifically, when is this coming to consoles? And with that, I just wanted to look at kind of what they're doing and give my opinion on when we're going to see a release window with this. So we had EA 11 earlier this month. So a couple weeks ago, we had the Stranger Pings update. Next, we have EA 12. And then it's saying /beta here. They had EA 13 listed. I can't find it now, so I'm wondering if EA 13 really is the beta, and then we see the final release with this. They've talked about trying to simultaneously release this on consoles with the PC release here. I don't know if that's still going to be the case. If it is, I know that won't apply to the Switch. That'll be a little bit later, just because they're just now obviously talking about that and putting more work into it. But looking at the polish board here, that's really what they're doing right now. So I talked to Danya, the community manager for the game, and one of the big questions is, like, how much more we're going to see added to the game, and they're saying no more new content. So the content that's in game is in game. So there's no new creatures or anything like that that you're going to be seeing with this. Really, the main focus right now is polish. You're not going to see new biomes. You're not seeing anything like that. I don't know if that applies to the addition of new plants and things like that, because I have seen some images where they're going to be working on that. But I think those props are already built. It's just they have to add them to the game. So with this, let's kind of look at everything here. So it tells you, and I like this new setup, because the previous setup where it's listed up here, it can be hard to follow. This is just a cleaner look, but it lists to do, the member that's doing it, the status. So we see things are already done here, right? Dock needs a prop pass and beach needs to be smoothed out. This is where we see the new dock at Delta Island here. And with that, it's already done. The discipline is level design, task priority would be nice, and then the milestone. And you can kind of go through here. Some of these you'll see that they're currently doing. Other ones like this, you'll see task priority, maybe, if it's easy. And so for this one, it's East Glacial Underwater Edge. The detailing of the glacial edge is missing a few batches out from the void. Very low priority, but if they have time, it'd be nice, right? So little things like that, I think they'll get it done. And just looking through all of this, I mean, we have a ton of cool stuff. I'm going to make sure this link is in the description so you guys can go through here in a more kind of detailed fashion than I'm going to do for this, because I don't want to look at every single one. Crystal Cave Lighting Pass. I'm excited to see what they do with that. Which I've noticed some work has been, some polish has been done on that. Hopefully I'll have a video out covering some of this stuff here soon. Just there hasn't been enough in game yet for me to look at it, because they've been really focusing on not only this stuff but bug fixes. Another big one that I was looking at, shallow twisty bridges, small a clove. This a clove should have some small reward or cluster of resources. So little things like this. So if we're seeing things in the game where it's like that kind of seems half finished, I think that's really where they're at right now. Let's polish that stuff up. Resources in areas that just don't have anything, things like that. Glacial Bay needs loot. Yeah, this one doesn't have a picture. Big one though, I want to go down to the bottom, and this is the whole list, by the way. So that was it. Hover Zone 3 needs to be removed from the world. That one says it's done already. But going down towards the bottom is a big one. Void Callistrate model or skin variant. And so this is kind of something that transparent was something that people were talking about, and now we have these other models. So I want to hear what you guys think. with this. Out of all of these, what do you think would look the coolest? Ooh. I'm gonna go transparent, and then a tie between 1 and 3, and then number 2 being last. That's gonna be kind of my order for it. So transparent first, and then 1 or 3. I like both of those a lot, and then 2 is probably my least favorite out of those. So we have that. Crash site terrain, heat plant improvements, design stuff too. Name Allen's signal locations. I like this one. Unique names for these architect artifacts. I'd like unique names like Artifact X10Q. I think that's a good idea because otherwise they just pop up as the architect artifact. They did just finish this yesterday. Make bird cave on Rocket Island one-way path. Deep lily pads add more creature variety. I know that's been a big ask that I've seen out of people. Wondering what they're gonna do for that. Purple vents add more creature variety. Jellyfish ? We'll see about that. Vent garden, rapidly respawning resources inside, ribbon plant, bladderfish, etc. Purple vents, vent damage, cylinder radius should be increased. Emmanuel's whale soundtrack. What? Either cut or get ambient music for remaining jukebox story discs. That would be cool. Or an easier way to put the music in your, because you got to go into the, I still haven't done it, but you have to go into your game folder and find the music, and then drop your own music in there, and then it should show up in the jukebox. And then we're looking at programming stuff too. Player sound implementation polish, tuning pass, cold survival mechanics, visual map for controller settings, which that's going to be programming. Visual effects for the glow whales. This has been a big thing. Wings should have some animating glowing effect, and player interaction cinematics should have effects when touching the whales. That's awesome. Visual effects for the crystals and the crystal caves. I've been talking about this for a while that I've wanted to see. And this one has actually been up here for a while. It was just tabbed out differently. Visual effect to make them more crystally, ? Miscellaneous environment effects, audio for sleeping, brine wing polish, snowball polish, adding more starting drop pod locations. That's been there for a while. Frozen Leviathan, add skylight to cave. That they've been working on. They already did the improvement to the ice wall. The skylight addition seemed promising and could allow us to add some additional lighting to the light up the creature from the other side. Revisit movement speed tunings. Guide wire props on Rocket Island. Polish pass on Mark thermal plant tech site area and tree spires. And crystal caves. Prop pass on area. This is the one. Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to do this because it seemed pretty empty. So good to see with that. Fixed sky assignment in crystal cave outer junction area. That bottom there. So, yes, I've been looking for this one too. I think Mega Island prop pass top half. Not that one. I have been looking forward to that, but I don't see it. Marg's greenhouse. Wondering if they're going to actually do some adjustments to that. hopefully. But like I said, don't want to just go through every single thing. Those were just some quick ones here. Gamepad controllers, toolbar assignment, user interface, things like that. But let's go down to, this is EA 11 merge request. These are things getting fixed. Conceptual art, and then project roadmap. This they haven't adjusted to EA 12 or the beta here. So it just goes EA 10 final release. So I think they've kind of moved past this thing. Console roadmap. This is what we're going to look at next. Cert/ship related issues. Switch. This is a big addition here, and you can see Switch has been added to a bunch of this here. So done. This is this tab. Functional builds, build automation, test patch 1 through 3. I mean, Unity 2019 upgrade, platform overhead, and then it'll tell you, right? Xbox, PlayStation 4. So we have all of that. Milestone 2 seems to be stuff that they're working on now. 3, certification process, and then submit to cert here. And then this one we're going to see, all right, this is done. Xbox, PlayStation 4, Switch. Product page. This kind of seems like, obviously, testing and then making sure everything's good to go and everything's ready. So product page on PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, their websites, all of that. So people know about it. Like I said, I don't know if there's been an adjustment to the launching of the game on consoles with the PC simultaneously, meaning Xbox and PlayStation only. Because I'm thinking it's going to be that or very close to that, and then a couple months down the road, that's when we would see the Switch. I don't think they're going to hold everything back until they can all launch at the same time. Especially because the Switch is getting the first game and the Below Zero. And I don't know if those are going to hit simultaneously. My assumption is yes, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So it's coming along. I wish I had more news in terms of like a concrete date. I asked Danya about that, if we're getting closer to them making an official announcement, and it's still kind of all under wraps. And I think a huge part of that is this game they talked about like launching last year, and then a bunch of changes, right? So it's already been pushed over a year. They don't want to keep telling you it's this date and then it's this date, and then I mean, I've talked about it before. You look at Cyberpunk 2077, that's been pushed back how many times? Like 3 or 4, right? And I think with that pushback, it's good if they need more time, and that's a bigger scale game, right? But I know it doesn't always make fans happy. So with this, it's just easier on their part, because then they're not going to get any flack from fans and fans being super upset with them. It's just easier to say it'll launch when it launches, and then once they are really close, and I'm thinking once they announce it, you're gonna like, it'll be within 1 to 3 months at that point, maybe a little bit longer, maybe, but I think it would be a 1 to 3 month from announcement of, hey, December, this is when this launches. My personal opinion is we're going to see this launch the later half of this year, beginning part of next year. So like November to February is the big window that I'm thinking. I think taking advantage of the holiday season this year, just because there's not an insane amount that they have to do left. If they're polishing and really just working on story and recording audio, we're pretty close at this point. So I think that's the big thing here. By the end of the year, at the very latest, January, maybe February. And if you go to January, it'll make it 2 years that this has been in early access. If you think about the first game, and I mean, it was in early access for a while, and they had developed it for 5 years. And this started out as a expansion, a DLC for the first game, and it turned into a full-fledged game. I think a lot of people forget about that. So The fact that we have this whole game out of something that was just supposed to be a DLC, I think is really exciting and really awesome that they went that route versus just making it smaller, DLC, done, move on to something else. They did say that after this, though, they are not making or going directly into another Subnautica game. They are moving to a top-down, sounded like an RTS, or I always think of, what is that? It's turn-based. Destroy all humans. It'll be like that from what Obraxis was saying. So that's going to be it for this video, but this is just me kind of talking about what I'm seeing and then my interpretation of that and my opinion of it and information that I'm getting from Danya and Obraxis and some of the other devs and people on the Discord and then on my Discord. So I like when you guys add value to the comment section and tell other little tidbits or your interpretation, and that just kind of, as a community, I think has us all excited with the different info that we bring to the table. Because I've seen things from people on Discord that I was like, I didn't even know that was going on. Because you can't sort through necessarily everything all day and try to figure that out. And like I said, part of this is just your interpretation. So drop some comments down below for me, because I want to hear your guys' opinion. Do you think I'm right with these kind of guesses on the launch window? What's going on with the consoles? And what are you excited about with what you're seeing on this list? Like I said, this will be in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself, but let me know in the comment section on that. So that is going to be it for this video, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.